Perfect. Hey, what's up, everyone? Dark Ramos here with the Volume Profile Nerd, and I'll do my morning prep for Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. I'm going to try to move fairly quick through all of this as the opening bell is in just a few minutes. But essentially, the main thing that I'm looking at is that we're opening within yesterday's range and value here. So we're opening in between the regular trading hours high, regular trading hours low, and within yesterday's value. So this gives a little indication for an early trade. Overnight inventory was mostly below the settle or the previous day close, but it's fairly sideways, so I'm not gleaning too much from this. I'd rather see sellers either get acceptance under the overnight low and value area low, or buyers get above the value area high to try for, let's say, the regular trading hours high. But could be a balance day where we just balance within yesterday's value. That's definitely on the table. Multiple passes through the open could be suggestive of that. NQ is not too different. We are a little bit further from the POC, but not gleaning too much at the moment. Again, we're in yesterday's range and value. So yeah, value area high, value area low, RTH low, regular trading hours high. So yeah, it gives a little indication for early trade. Again, overnight inventory, most of it, well, again, it's fairly balanced. We have some up here, overnight inventory, some down here, some down here. So yeah, not gleaning too much from overnight inventory. We could have some corrective activity, maybe to the POC, something like this, and maybe get down to the value area low. We shall see. But again, potential for balance if we just hold within yesterday's value. But yeah, so yeah, I'll go into what buyers want to see. Buyers want acceptance over the POC on ES above the value area high, then previous day close, overnight high, and regular trading hours high. Sellers want to stay below the open. Yeah, buyers want to stay above the open as well. Sellers want to stay below the open and find acceptance under the POC to target the value area low down here and the overnight low to then get to the regular trading hours low. No change for day plus buyers without finding acceptance above the regular trading hours high, and no change for day plus sellers without finding acceptance under the regular trading hours low. Same on NQ, kind of bounced back and forth a little bit there. So anyway, but on NQ, buyers want acceptance back above the POC to try for overlapping to higher value. Then buyers want above the PDC, value area high, RTH high is next, and overnight high. No change for day plus buyers unless getting over the overnight high, as we made a new high in the overnight session, and cash market buyers want to affirm overnight buyers. Goal for sellers is to stay below the open, not find acceptance above yesterday's POC, find acceptance under the overnight low, and get to the value area low. If acceptance under the value area low, sellers should be targeting the regular trading hours low. And yeah, no change for day plus sellers without getting under the regular trading hours low. Bounced a bit there. Meant to talk about where buyers and sellers should be trying to get to, but overall, yeah, again, we could just balance within yesterday's value. That's kind of what I'm looking at for the morning. And then if we go to the daily on ES, on the daily, we've been bouncing around the value area high and the POC of this 331, 413 range. We have multiple closes and opens in between this range here. So this is going to be super important for me. Either buyers find acceptance above this or sellers find acceptance below this. If we stay within this, it could just be more balance, and that could be if we get more rotation where NQ pulls back and XLF and XLV are heading higher, or if we get more rotation in the market, then ES can definitely just stay within this range for a bit. And then on the hourlies, so on the hourlies on ES, this is something kind of new that I like to do, but let me just do it real quick. On the hourlies, we have the value area high here. It coincides with the regular trading hours high. So if acceptance above this value area high, we should be targeting the value area low of this 419.23 range. And that means we're getting above the regular trading hours high. And down here, this is where the overnight low and value area high is. So if acceptance below here, sellers should be targeting the value area high of this 4.523 range. And they would have to get under the regular trading hours low to target this here. But anything less than that, and we're just anything less than that, we're kind of just in yesterday's value, where we could ping pong in between these two POCs, which we did last night. So if no acceptance below or above these POCs, then there's not much change going on. So that's ES, and then NQ on the hourly. So I'm going to do the similar thing, and day time frame references. So let's see here. Okay, let me try that again. So let's see. And regular trading hours high. Yeah, so the regular trading hours high and the overnight high roughly coincide with this value area low of this 8322 range, which we can see has been resistance for some time. So if acceptance above, let's say the regular trading hours high and the overnight high, buyers should be targeting the POC up here at 8322, 8922. We do have a small range before then right up here that buyers will want to get to. This is from like 821, 822, I believe. It just acted as resistance at one point. So buyers would want acceptance above that to then get to the POC above at 13597. And did I go over the dailies? No, I didn't. Okay, so for the daily on NQ, we're right at the value area low, testing it of this 8322, 811 range. Buyers should be looking to target the POC at 13600.25, which coincides with what I just mentioned on the hourly. If buyers can't find acceptance into this range, sellers should be looking to target the value area high of this 330, 425 range. They should be looking to get down here with some hourlies in between before then. So yeah, I think we either get here, or we just balance around the value area low, or we head down here to the value area high of this range. And yeah, so back to this. I mentioned RTH high coincides with the value area low of this 8322, 8922 range. And if acceptance below this current range that we're in, this 511 range, we should be targeting the value area low here. It's roughly right here on NQ. And if acceptance below the value area low, we should be heading back to this 822, 826 value area high that has been telling a really good story, held as support here, here, held as resistance here, and here. So previous support or previous resistance now holding as support. But yeah, if we can't find acceptance above this little range, then sellers should be trying again for this value area high. If we do find acceptance above this range, buyers should be looking for the value area low of this 8389.22 range. And if back within it, we have this little bit of range to get over, and then looking to get to the POC up here. So that's kind of what I have for NQ. I do have a freestyle chart on ES. We have this developing value from recently. This value has been developing since May 5th. So like starting from here, I should probably start it from here. I don't think it'll make much difference. Let's see, one more candle. Yeah, not too much of a difference. But yeah, I'll grab that candle there because we have the lows here. But we can see right now we're at the POC of this range right here. We're testing it. If sellers can't get below it, buyers should be looking to target the value area high here at roughly 4154.50. I had it at 4154.25 previously, maybe because I changed this one candle here. But yeah, roughly this area, 4154.25, 4154.50. Buyers should be looking to get there. If acceptance below this POC, sellers should be looking for 4131.75. Currently we're just still in balance. So we'll see, whichever way buyers and sellers break out of this will be pretty telling. And again, I think it's going to be dependent on either sector rotation, XLF if it joins Team Bull, and XLV if it's joining Team Bull, then we could potentially break out of here on ES. But if NQ joins Team Bear and XLF and XLV don't join Team Bull, then we could break below here. And if there's rotation again, then, again, we could just sideways in here, which is, what I mentioned. Basically, we're just sideways in between the value area high and POC of this 331, 413 range. All right, so that's what I got. Also, this chart here on ES, I've been kind of paying attention to. It's been telling a good story. We could try to head to the POC here at 4131. Let's see if it coincides with this. Yeah, it coincides with the value area low of this developing balance. So that's kind of some confluence there. So sellers could be trying to get back here, and maybe we'll see if they find acceptance under this POC, and that should be telling as well. All right, so let's do a quick sector rundown. Gonna do this fairly quick, just to see where we're at on all the sectors. So SPY, middle of the road. QQQ, a little closer to the high of yesterday, so relatively stronger, but almost in the middle of the road. XLF, middle of the road, pretty much smack dab in the middle of the road. IWM, a little bit weaker, closer to the low of yesterday. That must mean that growth is weaker, so I'm guessing XBI is weaker. Yeah, XBI with a gap down. Yeah, and that's because IWM is weaker, but XLF is in the middle of the road. So that must mean that growth is pulling back IWM. So yeah, XLE, yeah, IWM, yeah, closer to the low of yesterday. XLE, middle of the road. XBI with a gap down under the low of yesterday. XLV, closer to its low of yesterday. So we shall see. And yeah, so with growth and healthcare being down, we can see XBI is biotech is pretty beat up, because if IWM and XLV are not doing so hot, I think XBI is part of that. But anywho, yeah, growth and healthcare I think make up biotech. I'll look more into that. But yeah, XLV closer to its low of yesterday. Buyers want to hold that low of yesterday, and we're in this kind of range, this daily range. I'm not going to show it now, but buyers definitely want to try and hold that daily range. I'll show it real quick. Yeah, it's from back here. We have some sideways action, so we'll see if buyers can hold that on XLV. And XLU, closer to its low of yesterday, but we do have quite a bit of hourly pivots that sellers and will want to get through before the low of yesterday. Buyers want above this hourly pivot here and back into this daily range. So we'll see. Yeah, that daily range is from way back. Yeah, it's from all this here, which told a good story here. Okay. Yeah, it just told a really good story. So yeah, we'll see if XLU can get acceptance below that range, or if we pop back into it. And SMH, strong. Yeah, plenty of space for hourly higher lows, and yeah, closer to its high of yesterday and above this hourly pivot from yesterday. Buyers definitely want to try and hold this. If acceptance below it, then we do have space for hourly higher lows, and buyers want to try to get above it to then head to the high of yesterday. All right, so those are the sectors. XLF, middle of the road. IWM, bit weaker. Healthcare, a bit weaker. QQQ and SPY kind of in the middle of the road. And yeah, IWM is weaker. XBI is weaker. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see if we get some rotation today. On tech, let's see. We have Apple closer to its low of yesterday. Amazon, middle of the road. Netflix, gap down open, kind of the weaker tech name this morning, under the low of yesterday. Google, closer to its low of yesterday. Microsoft, a little bit closer to the high of yesterday, kind of in the middle of the road. Meta, middle of the road. Tesla, closer to its low of yesterday, but fairly in the middle of the road. And NVDA, strongest tech name, holding its hourly pivot from yesterday. But if sellers do get through this, we have plenty of space for hourly higher lows, and buyers want to try to get back above to head to the high of yesterday, or just head to the high of yesterday with the little kind of bull flag for strength. If NVDA holds up strong, then could help tech. We can see NVDA has daily lower wick with buyers buying the dip, and NVDA is just the strongest tech name. See if we have a weekly stair step. No, we're getting weekly higher lows. So yeah, very strong tech name. And let me just grab this here. Just noticing this here. Yeah, that was a nice hold of the value area high to head higher. And we're holding the POC of this balance here on NVDA. Fairly similar to NQ kind of. But yeah, we'll see. Buyers could try for, this balance up here. And if they do, that'll be a good look for buyers. Maybe the POC at 300 psychological. Yeah, around 300 psychological, 299.97. I probably wouldn't step in front of the NVDA buyers unless sellers start to prove something. But Apple being closer to its low of yesterday, it's not really what buyers want to see. But again, potential for more balance. We do have a few tech names closer to their lows of yesterday, but quite a few in the middle of the road, and NVDA is strong. Apple would have to hold its low of yesterday, I feel, to really help NQ, and NVDA would have to maybe bull flag here to try and help NQ. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Just gonna, be a bit patient this morning. We are within yesterday's range and value here on NQ and on ES in yesterday's range and value. All right. Anything else? Do I have anything else? NQ. Yeah, NQ showing a bit more relative weakness, being under its overnight low right now. But we shall see. NQ divided by ES. Yeah, NQ is a little bit weaker, not by much. So that could definitely shift during the day. So we'll be keeping an eye on that and monitoring it. But yeah, that's my trade review for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll post my trade review a little bit later today. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next trade review, in the next morning prep. Thanks.